So the first thing I'm going to put in is the 1897s, and they are at I, J, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and G. And we've got some logic chips. Let's see who goes where. This is interesting. There's actually a mix of straight TTL and LS. So M is, that's N up there. M is right here. M is the LSO4. That's the LSO4. Gotta double check based on how things have gone here. R is a 74L100. L is a 7474. O is a 74L02. This guy is M, 74LSO4. P is a 7404. Q is a 74123. And N is a 7406. So everybody there is happy. So this is an 8080 date code, 23rd week of 79. Looks almost like it's new old stock. The pins do not look like they've ever been inserted in anything, which is kind of cool. Pin 1's in that corner up there, and the 8212 is 26th week of 79. It looks like it may be a pool. Can't say for sure. It's an AMD part. And that's not happy going half in like that. I need to pop it back out. And try again. Leads in a bit more. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring the motherboard back in. All my power supply connections are still here. I'm going to check voltages again. However, I won't be checking on the 8080 itself. is because I could easily slide and short 2 pins, and I don't want to hook that plus 12 pin up accidentally to another pin. So I'll be checking on the diodes themselves, and I'll just, oh, I see a bent pin. Man. You know, I've said it about 5 times here. I'm just really having no luck. Really having no luck. That would have caused all kinds of interesting fun. None of it good fun. No, that pin still isn't lining up right. Line up in the center of the contact there. Okay, that's better. Take a quick look down at the pins again to make sure everybody seems to be looking reasonable and not bent in some weird direction. So as I was starting to say, I will be checking the voltages at the regulation source or one of the TTL devices, and not you know, directly on the pins of the 8080, because it would be really easy to slip and short. So let me bring, oh, that's wonderful, power supply up, and we'll just look quick here at -5, -5, so -5.1, that looks good. +12 is right at 12, and one of the VCC pins, one here I can hit easily, is at 5 volts. So power supply rails look good. CPU, you know, the CPU board here at least has power. Whether it's actually doing anything well, that's a different story. Just for giggles, bet that side's ground. No, that side's actually the 5 volt rail. So I'm just going to take the logic probe and we'll just look at a couple of pins and see if we're seeing activity. Trying to hook the logic probe up backwards. I just shouldn't be doing this today. Let's kind of get in here. It's a place where there's +5. Ground. VCC. We're seeing signals. I mean, things are clocking. Or are they clocking? Those are all control inputs. I thought I was hearing activity places. With that 8080 is getting warm. I really thought I was seeing activity. Let me cycle the power. Of course, it may not run without the front panel hooked up. There's no ROM or memory, so that's problematic as well. Well, turn the power supplies off. Logic probe really didn't tell me anything. No surprise. I'm having trouble sequencing all three power supplies at the same time. Power supply sequencing is the issue here. Stop. No, it's not reacting to the stop, but we can see that the address bus is doing something. And I think my problem is power supply sequencing. They're not all coming up exactly together. We do see it respond to reset. We don't see it stop. It's doing memory reads. It's getting to M1. I don't know why it's not stopping. But that is acting like a running CPU. Data bus is all ones. I don't know what opcode that is, but I would guess the addressing is probably just running from 0000 to FFFF and rolling over. I would expect it to respond to the stops, and it's not. Look at the data sheet. I have no idea if the tiny bits of lag between the power supply rails coming up with me pushing 3 buttons over there at the same time is causing problems or not. But it is progress. We did see at least try to do something there for a bit. So I'm going to have to come up with an actual power supply here. Trying to think of what I got. Anyhow, I will wrap this segment up with what it was, I guess. I'm trying to think how I, not thrilled with how that went, not disappointed with how that went. Unhappy I got those resistors in swapped, but we got that figured out before we put the ICs in. So I'll wrap this segment up and we'll see you in the next.